Right then folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today we've got a beer which collaboration beer between Carnival and Beer Inc. And it's a Great Balls of Fire, a whiskey sour ale. It says a Fireball whiskey sour ale, in fact. So yeah, Carnival, of course, been there, and Beer Inc. know very well. You haven't met Ryan yet, but yeah, Carnival. It's funny enough. Last time I went to Liverpool, after having been to Carnival earlier on in the day, we did Carnival I think first, or we did Azvex first, and then we did Carnival. And I've been to Carnival a few times before as well. And then we did a couple of pubs around Liverpool and ended up going all the way down to like Baltic Triangle area, because Adam and his brother were Adam Mersey Beers, who I got this beer from as well. They were going to watch some Greco-Roman oil wrestling event, which I believe some of the other breweries are into. Is it Carnival or I can't remember which brewery. Anyway, Top Rope it might be. They're into Greco-Roman oil wrestling as well. Anyway. We had to go all the way down to the Baltic Triangle, so I thought, well, so at Baltic Triangle, let's go to Love Lane. Went to Love Lane, literally just got kicked out because they had private function on. And then I went to Black Lodge, and it was absolutely dead. And it was like 7 o'clock at night or something, and it was dead. I was like, right, what do I fancy? Let's go for a nice walk. A long walk as well. This is probably about half-hour walk or so, up to Carnival, and just went back there. Could have gone to Azvex as well, but I just decided Carnival because I was like, I think I needed phone charge or something like that, and I remembered that there was like plug sockets and stuff that I could go to. You know, being the skinflint that I was, just nicking their electricity and drinking their beers at the same time. But I really like their tap room. I think it's a really decent space, and often they have food on as well. But anyway, let's get into the beer. Great Balls of Fire, a Fireball whiskey sour ale, coming in at 4.8% ABV. Collaboration beer, it says. Ingredients are water, malted barley, gluten, yeast and hops, cinnamon, chili, and Fireball whiskey. And getting this down to that sessionable 4.8%. Be interesting to know how much Fireball whiskey is with inside this. Is that for best before? November 23, so plenty of time on this. But yeah, never seen this can out at all, and just missed it, I suppose. But yeah, let's crack this one open and see what it's like. I do like a, I mean, I used to now and again have a Fireball whiskey, but I do like a whiskey and ginger, and a fiery ginger. So let's see how this works in a sour. It just seems like a crazy style. Seems like a fitting style for this sort of beer. Wow, that's a nose. Again, quite high carbonation, but you kind of expect that with a sour. Really is quite roaring. Nose is, yeah, it's like a sweet citrusy note before really spicy and fiery, like chili, cinnamon kind of notes. It's an odd one. It's almost a slight kind of mustiness about it as well. But it's quite odd that I can almost, like, I know it's a Carnival beer because it kind of smells like some of their other beers. So I wonder if it's one of their, you know, one of their other beers they've kind of started with, like a malt base or something like that. And then obviously put like sour, I don't know if it's Wild Pitch or whatever, or the kettle sour of some form. But yeah, we'll dive in anyway. Cheers. That is gentle in the mid and gives you a fair bit of whack on the end. It's quite light, like lemony, lightly floral, touch of orange, and then it goes into a fair amount of cinnamon and does pack a bit of a punch. A spicy, quite fiery punch on the back end. I tell you, like, when I poured it though, I was quite surprised with how kind of well bodied it poured. It's got a fair amount of body and mouthfeel to it. And that initial kind of roaring carbonation has really died down, and it's overall quite, you know, still almost. With a mild kind of spritziness that kind of lingers. Great Balls of Fire from Carnival and Beer Inc. Really interesting, definitely different. And just like a little touch more carbonation kind of sit through it, but yeah, odd style, like it. Anyway, see you next one. Cheers, Adam. Cheers.